Miss Nancy McNally, I am checking to see if we are live on So Indipitous.
Yeah,
Think we are. It says we are. It says we are
it
live.
does. It
See
says
it
we
now.
are.
Oh, so hey, Miss Nancy.
Hey, Lisa. How many
So
days and counting until I'll be in town? Just a couple, just a few actually. So,
too many, too many. We are so super excited for you to come back to Rock Hill. But I already know this, but tell everybody else what is outside your window.
it's stuff I don't like, but it's snow. We have a couple inches of snow on the ground. And if there's snow on the ground, that means it's really cold. And it's been here since I think it started snowing Sunday. So it's Tuesday today. It
Oh
snowed
gosh.
all day Tuesday. And it's not a lot of snow.
Uh-huh.
Because it didn't snow like really heavy constantly. And then it snowed again off and on. We have like lake effect snow. So when the
Got you.
front comes over Lake Michigan, it picks up moisture and decides to dump it somewhere. So yeah, we
Somewhere.
only have like maybe I don't think it's 3 inches, but it's not my favorite thing.
I got it. I got it.
It means
Yeah,
it's
I
cold
don't
outside.
want it here. I told you I just like the pretty picture you sent me. And I would like to be able to look out and see it for 5 seconds. But then when I get ready to go get in the vehicle, I want it to be gone.
Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. 100%. 100%. Just as you would say, 100%.
100%. 100%. So, guys, I guess you're wondering why Nancy and I are doing this impromptu live today, especially because typically you guys are used to seeing me very early in the morning, and here it is 1:35 ish on a Tuesday, and we're popping up live. But that was because I knew that 98% chances I was going to get to do it live with Nancy today. So, why not have both of us instead of just one of me, right? You get me and Nancy. So
Yay.
I know. So Nancy was just talking about that she is coming to Rock Hill. She is going to be here for our airing of the quilts this weekend for Christmasville. She Have you ever been to Christmasville for Rock Hill?
No, I didn't even know it existed until
Oh
you
my
told me about it.
But you were born and bred here.
That's irrelevant. I didn't even know what are the spider lily things that happen in is it Langford? I had
Yes.
no idea that existed until like maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I'm like, where have I been?
Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm from Virginia and I even know these things.
Say, oh, fine.
It's just because people tell me. It's not because I
Oh,
went out and
okay.
no, I didn't go out and discover them. People are like, "Did you know?" And I'm like you, like, "How did I not know that? I've been here almost 20 years."
Yeah.
Anyway, Nancy will be here this weekend. She's going to enjoy Christmasville. And don't forget, we do have airing of the quilts for you ladies that are bringing me quilts. Drop off is Thursday afternoon, starting at 2 o'clock, I think, until 4 maybe. I don't have the form in front of me. Of course, I don't know exact dates and times, but that form is on our website. You do need a form per quilt that you would like to showcase during airing of the quilt. And it does not matter how old the quilt is. It doesn't have to be a Christmas quilt. It's just a quilt that you love and you can bring more than one. Definitely pop by on Thursday. Bring me some quilts. Friday and Saturday airing of the quilts 10 to 2, among all the other amazing stuff that's going on downtown Rock Hill over the weekend. You can go to, I think it's christmasville.com, and look that up, or Google Christmasville and Rock Hill and you will see that. Good morning, Miss April. You said, or good afternoon. You said, do I still need more? Yes, I'm always in need. You know, I'm needy. So, yes, April, if you or your mama could bring me some quilts Thursday, I would be grateful. So, speaking of quilts, Miss Nancy, let's talk about your class that you have coming up here on December the 8th. So, while she's in town, she's going to be
Yay.
teaching, and she's going to be teaching. What's the name of it, Nancy?
The Christmas Star stable. I started
Stable.
stable. The Christmas Star table runner, and it's hanging up behind me. So
Yummy, yummy, yummy. So, is this who designed this pattern, Nancy?
me.
I knew that. So this is a pattern designed by Nancy. It is a table runner. We thought this would be a really cool class this time of year that you could just come in, and it's learning some techniques, but not too many techniques to be
Right.
overwhelming, because we know that y'all are thinking about your favorite Christmas cookie or candy
Oh.
or whatever it is you're going to bake or you need to buy, right? Just
Yeah.
saying. But this, Nancy, I will say, and there's tons of pictures on the website, guys. I'll put the link down in the comments after we get off live, or maybe before we get off live, a link to the class. We do still have openings for this class. It is 10 to 3, the class is. But when you look at the pictures of this quilt that Nancy, quilted table runner, sorry, what I like, Nancy, is I love taking patterns like that and then creating me placemats with it.
You stole my idea.
Sorry. Start talking, Nancy. I'll hush.
That was funny. So I know you can't see the entire table runner because of the way I have it hanging on a quilt rack. You can only see, I'll move over just a little bit. There, you can only see 4 of the blocks. Okay. So the one block at the very top, there's another one just like it past that. So there's 5 blocks total, and it's a variation of the Ohio Star block. So that's the technique that I'm going to teach. And I'm also going to be, for those of you who don't know what stitch and flip is, it's also called snowballing the corner, sew and flip. Somebody else calls it flippy corners. I just call it stitch and flip. It's all the same thing. It's all the same technique. So that's what we're going to learn in the beginning of the class. And then I was going to
And
take,
then,
but wait, there's more. Okay. So one of the things that I love to do is I love designing in electric quilt software, which is EQ8. That's what I'm going to refer to it as. And so I'm going to pull that quilt up in my file of EQ8, and I'm going to talk about the different colorings to do that I can show you how to operate in EQ8. So if there's any of you out there that owns EQ8, or you might be interested in designing your own quilts, this might be the opportunity to come in and get an introduction. And once you learn the basics of EQ8,
right.
it is beyond easy to learn to do other things that, that you might want to create. I promise you, it is a very user-friendly software.
I was getting ready to say, Nancy says it's easy, but Nancy has designed a million quilts in EQ8. I feel like she can design 10 quilts in 10 minutes. That's how, I'm just saying. The creative juices are always flowing. Nancy, let's come back to that a second, but I want to go back to that star, because something I didn't notice until now, it's hanging behind you.
Mhm,
And let's point it out on the one that's got the white center versus the teal turquoise center.
mhm.
So that is not just a square there. It looks like,
Oh, does that help?
yes.
Can you see it a little bit better? Do I need to come closer?
No, no, I can see it good. But my point is, it is not just simple quarter triangles in that, because that inner square goes out, right?
That's part of the class. So I'm going to teach you how to create that so that it has the illusion that the one fabric that's in the center of the block also filters into the quarter score triangle section. So it's a little technique. I promise it's easy. You're going to be like, oh, seriously, that was it. Yep, that was it. There's no Y seams, there's no partial seams, there's no foundation paper piecing, none of that. It's all straight traditional, if you will, but it's just straight sewing and straight cutting. It's easy peasy.
So
And
what skill level did you put on this class? I can't remember. Is it
it's it
beginner or confident beginner? What did you
it's
put?
confident beginner, and even a beginner can do this because we're going to upsize and trim down.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love when it's upsized and trimmed down, because
Even
if
I
I gotta,
can't sew perfect. So
I was gonna say, because if I gotta do it exact, I'm in so much trouble. It's not even funny.
uh-huh,
Okay,
uh-huh.
perfect. And then I did also see, and like I said, I'm coming back to the Q8, so don't think I'm, or EQ8, don't think I'm skipping over it. But I did see in the class summary when you sent it over for Steve to put on the website that you're also going to demonstrate binding, I think.
Yes. machine binding the way I like to machine bind. It's because I've got so many deadlines, like so many quilts are due to the publishing. Annie's Publishing, that's who I'm with most of the
Right.
time. It's not, I never have enough time to hand bind. And with
Makes sense.
arthritis, it's not my friend either. So I have figured out the way that I enjoy machine binding. And so I plan on sharing that with whoever attends the class.
Nice, nice. Because I know that is a big question all the time. I was always a hand sewer, and I kind of poo-pooed on people that machine bound
Mhm.
until I got the shop. And now for speed, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
but the reason is, let me back up. The reason is because I tried it once and it looked horrific. But now, thanks to Diane Quirk, I will say, I have learned how to put that on and it looked really nice. So now I'm kind of like, that looks just as nice as my hand stitch and probably sturdier. So I'm kind of getting down with machine binding.
Yeah. Yeah. So there.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, guys, so she's gonna teach you how to do special piecing techniques. She is going to talk about machine binding. She is going to, and I didn't know this until 2 minutes ago, that she is going to give you guys a look inside of EQ to get those creative juices.
Oh
You
my
did
God.
mention something when you talked about EQ8, you talked about coloring. Now, we've been calling this a Christmas star table runner, and these are kind of your Christmassy colors. But guys, you can sign up for this class and you can do this if you want in pinks and make it for Valentine. You can do it in greens and make it for St. Patrick's Day. You can do it with some beer fabric and make it cookout. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. And so once you get the pattern and you learn how to make that star, you can also take it one step further. So remember, I said there's 5 stars. Color doesn't matter. It's what you prefer. And you can take those 5 stars and you could say make 4 placemats now. You could make 1 trivet. So you have 5 stars. You can make 4 placemats just by adding a strip of fabric or a rectangle past the star, quilt it, bind it, you're done, and you have a placemat. Lisa's looking at me like, what?
No, it's because somebody was asking a question. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Say the last sentence. I lost out.
All right. So now that the pattern includes the information to make 5 stars, right?
Right.
So if you say, I don't want to make the trivet, but I like the star, now I
Mhm.
can take that star, make the star, coloring doesn't matter except for the center. And in order for
Right.
that to form right, all you have to do to make it a placemat is you can add a piece of rectangle fabric to the left or the right, depending on what visually appeals to you.
Right.
Quilt it and bind it, and you've got 4 placemats really fast. And then the other star, you could make a trivet if you wanted to, something pretty to put in the center of the table before you place a hot pot on it.
Well,
um,
and what about pillows? Like, I could see
yeah.
that star on a pillow, like even a couple of them on a like a lumbar pillow.
And in the pattern, which I have here, if you don't want to make like the full table runner, the 5 stars, I've included the yardage for 3 stars. So maybe you don't have like a big, I have a big table because I have a big family. And so
Makes sense.
this fits my table. And then there's still, I could have made it like 2 or 3 more stars on it. That's
Wow.
just how big or, well, I had 5 kids and will they all have significant others and whatever.
Right.
So, you need a big dining room table. But yeah, got to
You
fit
do.
everybody around the table for dinner. So
How wide is that, Nancy? Like
it's 17 and a half.
17 and a half. So even that, and then like you said, put your buffer on top and bottom would make a great size pillow, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's wide enough and you would just have to.
Yeah, make an envelope style pillow. Yeah.
Yes.
Or if
Yeah.
somebody likes putting the zipper in it, you can, use your zipper foot from your sewing machine. Easy peasy stuff.
She says easy peasy, guys. So I'm just gonna
Do
say,
it.
take the challenge, take the class. You get to hang out with Nancy on Friday. Isn't it a Friday?
Yes.
Friday, December the 8th. So it's 2 weeks away. Um, just a great, fun
Oh,
class. And
is
in
it
two
two?
weeks, Less than 2 weeks.
Thank you. Because I leave 2 days. I got so much on my calendar while I'm down there, but I'm like, it is not 2 weeks away. It is sooner than that.
Less than 2 weeks. Guys, we will be having the class. Hopefully the instructor will show up.
I will
So
be
for
there.
Yeah, she will be.
Well,
For those of you that are interested in taking the class, like I said, I'm going to put a link below in the comments as soon as we go off live to where that will take you to full class information. The pattern is not here in the shop. You will be buying the pattern from Nancy the day of class. It states that in the class information, but fabric requirements is in the description of the class. So that is how you will know what fabric to bring to class to
right.
make this beautiful table runner or the components and then make it what you want to make it. And I can't believe you're doing EQ8 because I don't get to be in the class. And though I use EQ8, I would love to hear your tips and tricks.
Oh, I got to go and shadow at their last class because it's only 3 hours for me. They invited
Oh,
me to come shadow in the fall, I think it was this year. And even I learned something in every single class that I went to. It's just an amazing software what it does. So it'll be so much fun showing everybody else.
I think so too. And it's funny. I've been around a lot of ladies like yourself that uses EQ8. And every time I get the luxury to sit down with them while they're in the software, everybody has different ways to go and do things. And it's just like, oh my God, you learn something from everybody.
Hmm. Hmm.
That
Absolutely.
will be fun. That will
It
be
will
fun.
be fun.
So, anything else, Miss Nancy, we need to tell these lovely men and women to encourage them to take this class and come and spend the day with you before we get off of here and go get busy?
Well, number one, I'm a very relaxed teacher. So if you make an oops, I can help you fix the oops. It's very easy to do. I don't fret over it. I have this saying, it's just fabric, it's not nerve endings.
That's
Just
right.
relax, just breathe. We're enjoying the process. And if you make an oops, we can fix it. Not a big deal. Not a big
Absolute.
so,
Absolutely.
and if you are prone to making, oopses, bring a little extra fabric.
Well, you will be inside of a fabric shop in case you
Oh,
just
I
need.
know this is true. What am I thinking?
No, bring some so it matches. See, that's the worst thing, not having
Yeah.
enough of the fabric you're working with for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Nancy, thank you so much for popping on live with me today and spending some time with all of my serendipitous friends and friends of Nancy McNally.
Oh,
Now, if I remember correctly, Nancy, you're going to be on our December Quilt Babble Christmas party, right?
yeah. What night is that?
Yes. It's always the third. I'm looking up, I don't know
No,
exactly.
I got to make sure it's in my calendar.
It's the third Tuesday of the month. It is December the 19th.
Phew, yes, I'm here. Okay.
I thought so. You're on the roster. You were here for last
Surprise.
year's Quilt Babble Christmas party, so we wanted you back for this year. But
Oh,
anyway,
it's going to be fun. We had so much fun last year.
oh girl, I've already been working out the games. I
Oh,
cannot
gosh.
wait. I know you should be scared. You should be scared.
Oh, help me, please, now.
Definitely. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. All the hearts and the thumbs up. Thank you for the support in the shop. Don't forget airing of the quilts this week. If you can drop off some quilts on Thursday, we're going to showcase them on Friday and Saturday, and you can pick them back up on Saturday. And that pickup is, or pick drop off and pick up is at the church. All that information is on the form. The form is on the website. I'm going to post the link for Nancy's class. Please, please, please go and sign up. It'll be a great festive time. And I think that's about it. Anything else, Miss Nancy, before we go?
I just hope to see everyone. And I can't wait to be in Rock Hill. Seriously. Get to go visit family and I get to hang out with you again and see Steve and Lori and be in the
Absolutely.
shop. It's so
Absolutely.
fun.
We're going to be plotting and planning something.
That's right. We are. We have to. It's required by law.
Exactly. Okay, guys, have a good one, and I will see you soon.
Bye, everyone.